Good morning everyone. I hope all are safe. So today we are going to see an interesting lesson from your grammar book. It is active voice and passive voice. What are active voice? Active voice, it tells us what the subject does. That is what a person or a thing does. For example, Riya watches a movie. In this example, Riya is a subject, watches is the action or the verb, and a movie, it is a object. So we can say this sentence is in active voice. Now what is passive voice? Passive voice tells us what is done to something or someone. That is, subject is being acted upon. For example, we saw for active voice, Riya watches a movie. We can convert this into passive voice by a movie is watched by Riya. So the main thing you need to keep it in mind is that subject of the active voice become the object of the passive voice, and object of the active voice become subject of the passive voice. So there are some rules to be noted. Let's see that. So what are the points to be noted while converting it to passive voice? In that first one, it is that only a transitive verb sentence can be formed into a passive voice. Because intransitive, we know it will not be having any object. A transitive verb sentence only having object of its own. So that is why transitive verb can also only form to passive voice. Second thing is that, as I told you, subject of the active voice will comes as object of the passive voice, and object of the active voice will become as a subject of the passive voice. That thing you need to keep it in mind. Next point, it is that the subject of the active voice becomes the prepositional phrase, that is by Riya or by Sita or by Atif. Like that, by prepositional phrase it will be followed, subject will be taken. Next last point, it is that that the verbs of that active voice, it is changed into a suitable auxiliary plus past participle form of the verb. That is, for example, when we saw Riya watches a movie in active voice, when we convert it into passive voice, how it is? A movie is watched by Riya. So here, a suitable auxiliary we have taken, that is plus past participle form. Watched is a past participle form. So we will see in detail, okay, how the tenses, according to the tenses, it is changing in passive voice. So let's see that. Active and passive voice in different tenses. In active voice, simple present tense, how it is? Riya watches a movie. So we know subject plus verb plus object. Riya watches a movie. Here the object is movie and subject is Riya. When we are converting to passive voice, what all changes we should notice? First of all, we need to add is or am or are plus past participle form of verb. A movie is watched by Riya. A movie, we know a movie is the object in the active voice. Riya watches a movie. So here it takes in the position of subject. A movie is watched by Riya. Being a movie is a singular subject, we have used is. Is watched by Riya. V3 form of watch is watched. Okay, a movie is watched by Riya. Similarly, in present continuous tense, what will happen? Is or am or are plus ing form of the verb. Riya is watching a movie. Okay, Riya is watching a movie. It is a sentence construction in present continuous tense, active voice. In passive voice, what will happen? Is or am or are plus being plus past participle form of verb. A movie is being watched by Riya. A movie is being watched by Riya. So we have added is plus being plus past participle form of the verb. In present perfect tense, what will happen? Has or have plus past participle form of the verb. We have already studied that, isn't it? Sentence construction. So how it will be? Riya has watched a movie. Being Riya is singular subject, we have used has. Riya has watched a movie. So what will happen when we are converting to passive voice? Has or have been plus past participle form of the verb. A movie has been watched by Riya. A movie has been watched by Riya. So we have added been, a word in between has and watched. A movie has been watched by Riya. What will happen in past tense? Let's see that. In simple past tense, active voice, the same example we can take. Riya watched a movie. In simple present tense it was Riya watches a movie. Simple past tense, Riya watched a movie. In passive voice, how it will be? Was or were plus past participle form of the verb. A movie was watched by Riya. Okay, a movie was watched by Riya. Similarly, in past continuous tense, was or were plus ing form of the verb. Riya was watching a movie. Riya was watching a movie. In passive voice, was or were plus being plus past participle form of the verb. So we saw in passive voice in present continuous tense what it was, a movie is being watched. Same case, it is happening in past tense, but we are changing the tense. A movie was being watched by Riya. A movie was being watched by Riya. Now in past perfect tense, what all changes it is happening? Let's see that. Had plus past participle form of the verb. So we know the sentence construction already, isn't it? So Riya had watched a movie. Riya had watched a movie. What will happen in passive voice? Had plus been plus past participle form of the verb. A movie had been watched by Riya. Okay, a movie had been watched by Riya. Children, we will see what changes happens in simple future tense and future perfect tense. In active voice, how it will be? Simple future tense. The same example we can take. Riya will watch a movie. The sentence construction is subject plus will or shall plus root form of the verb. Riya will watch a movie. So in passive voice, what all changes we need to keep it in mind? Shall or will plus be plus past participle form of the verb. A movie will be watched by Riya. How it is? A movie will be. Okay, will plus be. Will be watched by Riya. So we cannot express future continuous tense and perfect continuous tenses in passive voice. So we don't have that. Now we are moving to future perfect tense. Will or shall plus have plus past participle form of the verb. How you need to construct? Riya will have watched a movie. Riya will have watched a movie. It's a sentence construction for future perfect tense. Now let's see how it is being given in passive voice. Will or shall plus have plus been plus past participle form of the verb. How it is? A movie will have been watched by Riya. A movie will have been watched by Riya. So based on this active and passive voice, let us do some exercises. Okay. So first one. So this sentence is given in active voice. We will convert it into passive. Let's see. So first you want to see in which tense it is given. So let's see that. A thief stole my purse. A thief stole my purse. So here we know it is given in past tense. Steal, stole. So we know which and all things we need to make change when we are converting it into passive voice. So we will see what we need to take first. We need to take the object as a subject in the passive voice. My purse. I will write my purse. Stole. So past tense. So we need to convert it into was or were plus V3 form. Send it. Was or were. Purse was. V3 form of steal. Steal, stole, stolen. Was stolen by a thief. By a thief. Prepositional phrase, by a thief. Okay. Likewise, Sita wrote a letter. Again, it is in past tense. Isn't it? A letter was, isn't it? A letter was written by Sita. Okay, written by Sita. So I hope you understood how to convert this into passive voice. So I hope children you understood this lesson, active voice and passive voice. So you need to go through this grammar book once again, the rules and all, how the tenses and all used. So we'll meet you in the next class with another topic. Till then, bye.